I worry now, though, that sounds like some of my colleagues and friends in the United States Senate, some of my Democratic colleagues just decided that we're playing by the old set of rules, not the new set of rules, and may have rolled over a little bit. So I love your question. It's the right question. I want to be part of that answer as an American citizen, not as a governor, as the ex-governor of California. But right now, we've got to hold the line because I think America will become unrecognizable in a year or two unless we fight back.
I definitely don't agree with Governor Newsom on everything, but I absolutely agree with him on this point. America will indeed be unrecognizable in 2 years or so if we do not give a significant fight back against the Trump administration. And part of that unrecognition is starting right now with the fact that he, an establishment Democrat, is taking shots at other establishment Democrats for buckling to the Republicans and to the Trump administration. But he ain't the only one.
Tonight, 8 Democrats voted with the Republicans to allow them to go forward on this continuing resolution. And to my mind, this was a very, very bad vote. As everybody knows, just on Tuesday, we had an election all over this country. And what the election showed is that the American people want us to stand up to Trumpism, to his war against working class people, to his authoritarianism. That is what the American people wanted. But tonight, that is not what happened.
It looks like 8 Democrats have joined Republicans to vote for a temporary reopening of the government for about 2 months, but a bill with no protections to stop the coming healthcare disaster in this country caused by Donald Trump's premium increases, nor any provisions to meaningfully stop Trump's corruption and his illegality. You can see how tired I am. I've been here all weekend. I've been working throughout the past few weeks to try to prevent this moment. After the elections on Tuesday, it just became absolutely clear that the American people do not want Democrats to be bullied into submission.
Senate Democrats have unfortunately been bullied into submission. 8 of them, at least, which was the amount needed. They have relented to the Senate Republicans without any guarantees for health care protections for the American people. Senate Democrats saw the victories across the United States in New York and Virginia and everywhere else, and they decided to snatch defeat out of the jaws of victory. The American people are tired of this administration, and now is not the time for the opposition party to back down.
Yeah, what President Trump is trying to sell, the American folks aren't buying, and we can see it pretty simply here. Take a look here. This is consumer sentiment, the current conditions. Consumer sentiment can be the current conditions or it can be future expectations. We're looking at current conditions. And get this, according to the University of Michigan, we are dealing with the worst ever view of current conditions dating all the way back since 1951. This is record-breaking in the way you don't want to be breaking records. Trump's policies have worsened economic conditions in America. Look at this. We're dealing with a super majority here. We're talking about more than 3 in 5 Americans, 61%, who say that Trump's policies have worsened economic conditions in America. How about worsened your own finances? Again, we're dealing with a majority here. 51% of Americans say that Trump's policies have worsened your own finances. This is double trouble.
Now is the perfect time for the Democratic Party to start applying pressure to the GOP instead of being like Charlie Brown, that damn football over and over again. The Republicans have no interest in providing for the general welfare of the American people, both their voters and otherwise. They're sticking the middle finger up in the face of the American people, asking for the Epstein files to be released. They're gutting the protections of the ACA. They're gutting Medicaid. They're gutting SNAP benefits, all despite what popular opinion is. I mean, take a look at what had just happened this weekend.
Let's just extend the ACA for a year, reopen the government, and then we can negotiate a more permanent fix to this crisis in healthcare in this country.
But that plan was dismissed by Senate Republicans during a rare weekend session.
The Democrat leader's proposal is a non-starter for the Republican majority.
Gridlock in Washington impacting government food assistance for some 42 million Americans. This weekend, the Supreme Court paused a ruling requiring the Trump administration to fully fund the food aid program known as SNAP. On Saturday, the Trump administration directed states to pause full SNAP benefit payments in a memo obtained by CBS News. On Face the Nation, Maryland Governor Wes Moore expressed frustration with the policy.
There is no clarity at all. In the past 6 days, we've received 4 different measures of guidance from the USDA and from the Trump administration about how to handle it.
Trump's Supreme Court has just made it legal for him to hold us hostage for his political agenda. The Trump administration has willingly and gratuitously decided not to feed tens of millions of hungry Americans, despite having the funds to do so, just so the Democrats can buckle. And they absolutely did. They buckled under the pressure. And thank God we're finally hearing from Chris Murphy and Bernie Sanders and Governor Newsom some dissent among the Democratic Party, and it's about damn time.
Senator, if this vote comes, I mean, as you say, it's guaranteed in December. This vote comes and fails, and the subsidies then expire. Does this effort that you just went through, this vote that you have just taken, will it have been still worth it, or will this feel like a failure?
No, because we are not going to give up. We're going to continue to fight on making sure that healthcare costs are affordable for Americans, and they are going to know who's on their side and who is not. And we are going to take this fight into the next elections in 2026 and make sure, again, that Americans know who's fighting for them.
It's Charlie Brown in that damn football, over and over and over and over again. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Weak Democrats try it out and trust Republicans, and they pull the rug from under us every single time, and they pretend like they're surprised. It's the craziest thing in the world. The reason why folks like Mamdani won in New York, and are winning, those types of Democrats are winning now, is because the American people, the people of New York, the Democrats in New York, want a new face for this party who won't just relent and buckle immediately under the slightest bit of pressure. The Democratic establishment, particularly those 8 Senate Democrats, look at Donald Trump's record low approval rating, and they say, hold my beer. I'm going to race you to the bottom of disapproval. We need to get rid of them. We need to get rid of weak Democrats. The American people right now want us to fight back. They want you, Democrats, to fight back. They're giving you chance after chance after chance to fight back. And thank God we finally have folks like Gavin Newsom and Chris Murphy, of course Bernie Sanders has been doing it forever, and Mamdani, who are finally standing up and say, hey, we need to try something different. Now, that different looks different for each of them, obviously. Mamdani sort of know Gavin Newsom and vice versa. But we need something different, something radical in the face of this radical administration who is at war with everything and everybody. And the Democratic Party has to wake up, or who knows what's next for America.
Hey, thank you so much for watching that entire video. Now that you're here, you deserve a reward. And that reward is more Rebel HQ content. There's a lot of ways to get it. You can click the like button and the share, and then you share this video. It'll get subscribed to you more, the things that we make on this channel. But also, if you click the subscribe button and that little bell, it means you'll get notified every time that we release a new bit of content on this channel. And then if you're feeling really randy, why don't you just click the join button, and for a small little bit of financial support every month, you can keep this channel going, providing the path of most resistance to those who are trying to take away your rights and liberties. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.